I'd like to start off with what did we do in our first two lessons. Today's our last lesson, number 3. We had lesson 1 and 2, and today's 3. What did we do on lesson 1 and 2? It's good to bring it up because each lesson kind of ties into the next one. So, lesson 1 and 2. Yes?
For lesson 2, we did patterns.
We talked about patterns. You're right. What is a pattern? Do you remember?
Like, something like math and shapes and...
Mm-hmm. A pattern does what? What's a pattern do?
everything.
It repeats, yeah. Pattern repeats. Could be, you're right. We use patterns in math all the time. So what else did we talk about our first and second week together?
The first week we learned about how we get day and night.
Why we have day and night. How does that even happen? And what did we talk about last week? We still talked about day and night, but something special about it.
Like direct light.
Yes, that was mentioned, but what were we discussing about day and night last week? What were we learning?
If the sun's here and you're like right here, you won't get that much light because that is like straight.
Well, we were talking about direct and indirect light, but we were talking about the length of the hours of daylight. Like, you know, every day is how many hours? A full day is 24 hours. You know that. That never changes. But does it change how many hours of daylight and nighttime do we have? Does that change?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about last week with the direct and indirect light. Well, today, we mentioned seasons last week, but we're going to talk a little bit more about seasons today. So that's our topic today. So, does it get dark at the same time every day, always?
No. Yes. No. No. Yes, sometimes that's correct.
Okay, well, we were learning about it last week, that when do we have longer days? What time of the year? Anyone know? Do you know? What season do we have longer days? Longer.
Summer?
Yeah, longer days, longer hours of daylight is what I wanted to say. Yes. And what season do we have shorter number of daylight hours? In the winter, yeah. We get more darkness in the winter, and we get more light in the summer. And do you guys remember why? Why? When we get more light, we're getting more what kind of light? Yes, we do. But what kind of light are we getting more of in the summer?
Because the summer is like more hot, so it's more like sun, and then winter is like more cold, so it's like
Yeah. Yes. I'm looking for a couple of words. What kind of light do we get more of in the summer?
we get more direct light.
We get more direct light. And we get more, what kind of light in the winter? Oh, yes.
I forgot.
Or reflection light.
No,
Well, direct light in the summer and what in the winter?
reflect. Indirect.
Indirect. There you go. Okay. So what causes the days to be longer or shorter? Do you remember exactly what causes that? We talked about it last week. This is from last week.
Rotation.
Well, that comes into play, but I'm looking for the curve. You remember we talked about the curve of the Earth and the tilt? You remember talking about the tilt of the axis? That causes the days, the hours of daylight to be different at different times of the year. So today we're going to continue exploring about day and night and learn more about seasons. What are the 4 seasons? What are the 4 seasons, sir?
Summer, spring, winter, and fall.
Yes? Do you think our days get shorter and our nights get longer during certain seasons of the year? We already talked about this. Yes, they do. Does that ever change? Like, that's a pattern. There are certain seasons that the daylight is shorter and certain seasons that it's longer. Does that pattern ever change? No, it doesn't. It is a pattern, and it stays the same all the time. Is there a pattern in the seasons, like the order of the seasons? What is the order of the seasons? You can just start with any of them.
I got it. Spring.
What comes after spring?
Spring, fall.
What comes after spring?
Summer, winter, and fall.
It's winter, spring, summer, fall.
All right, let's slow down.
No.
Let's start with spring, okay? Because you started with spring. What comes after spring? Summer vacation. Yes. What comes after summer vacation? The fall. And what comes after the fall? The winter. And then what comes after the winter?
Summer.
Spring. Does that order ever change? No, it is a pattern of seasons. It's always in that order. So if you're in the middle of summer vacation, what's going to be the next season no matter what year, no matter what? What's the next season? Fall. Thank you very much. Okay, let's start with a warm-up. Let's start with our warm-up. All you do is copy me. Yes, sir. January is our winter, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right, heads up, guys. Everybody reach up really high. You should be up on your toes when we reach high. I want super high. And then down low, very low. And then when you go to the side, if you are touching your neighbor, can you move right now? Just spread out a little bit. Make sure you are not touching your neighbor. We still have some space back there. If you were to turn around, please do not touch a neighbor. Okay? If you think you're going to touch someone, either bring your arms in, please be respectful, or we can still spread out a little bit more. Spread out a little more so everybody can have a good time. Okay? We are going to also use our rhythm patterns. Remember, we used rhythm patterns last week. A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D. You guys are so smart, 5th graders. I think we'll do A, B, C, D as well. Here we go. All right. You look excited. Here we go. Up, get really, really, really big, 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 big. And really tiny, tiny, tiny. And get really wide. But don't touch anybody. Turn if you can. Don't touch anybody. Bend your arms if you have to. Only one turn. And here we go. And up, and down, and side. Turn around again. Reach up, and down, and side. Turn around again, and up, and down, and side. Turn around. Rhythm patterns. Eyes on me. Just making them up. A, B, A, B, A, B, A. Twice as fast. A, B, A, B, A, B. With the music. A, B, A, B, A, B. Nice job. A, B, C. Let's see. A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. With the music. B, C. Slow down, twice as fast. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Think. 1, 2, 3. My speed only. A, B, C, A, B, C. A, B, C, D. My speed only. You have to concentrate. Use part of your brain you've never maybe used before. Here we go. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Good. A, B, C, D. Think. Kick, bend, straighten. Kick, bend, straighten. A, B, C, twice as fast. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Think, bend, straighten, kick, bend, straighten, shake it out. Woohoo! Pretty good. All right. And reach up and down and out. Turn around again and up and down and out. Turn around again and up and down and out. Turn around. Look up and down and up and down. And look to the side and side and side. Side. Roll your head all the way around. Big circle. And the other way. Big circle. Shoulders up really high. Press them up really high. Press. Press them down. Press. Don't be lazy bones Jones. Good. Good. Press them up really high. Nobody's talking but Mrs. Glazer. And press them down. Thank you so much. Good following. One at a time. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And roll them forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. Oh, that's so nice. And the other way, just your shoulders, sir, not your arms. Shoulders, back and forward, good, much better. Bend your knees and your arms, easy twist, twist, twist. Nobody's talking but Mrs. Glazer. Good, listen to that cool music. Excellent. And I want you to bend your knees, down, down, down. It's slow, slow. Be in control of your body, my speed. Down, down, twice as fast. Down, down. Keep it tiny, keep it tiny, tiny. Eyes on me, sir, make it smaller. 1, 2, 1, 2. Stand up nice and tall, hands on your hips. Rotate your feet. If you pull your tummy up, you'll keep your balance better. Nice. Rotate the other way. And change feet when you feel like it. Just circle your foot. Ready? And we're up and down and out. Turn around. Stretch to be the biggest fifth grader you could possibly be. And now you're being the tiniest fifth grader you can possibly be. Stretch to be the biggest. And shrink down to be the smallest. And up and down and out. Turn around again and up and down and side. Turn around. One more and up and down and side. Turn around. Have a seat, you guys. Good following. Woo. Okay, nice warm up. Good following. Yeah, check your shoes. Check your shoes for shoelaces that need tucking or tying. So when we're talking about this little demonstration here, who can tell me what the pole is representing? What is the pole representing? The Earth's axis, yeah, and this ball is representing what?
Earth.
The Earth, good. That's good. And our black little line all the way around the center is the, I forgot. The equator, very good. Let's all say equator. Equator. Let's all say axis. And let's all say Earth. Earth. Okay, good. Those are things we know. Now, the pink thing is supposed to be us on the Earth. We are above the equator, which puts us in the northern hemisphere. Can we say hemisphere? Hemisphere. Hemisphere. I wrote some new words on my own little sheet here. Hemisphere. Let's say the word sphere. Everybody say sphere. Sphere. And hemisphere. Hemisphere. Excellent. Okay. So when you've got the Earth marked with this equator, you can know that everything above the equator is the northern hemisphere. Everything below the equator would be the what? Anybody know obviously what it would be maybe?
Southern hemisphere.
The southern hemisphere. Whenever you look at a map in a book, whenever it's printed in a book, north is always at the top of the page and south is always at the bottom of the page. They just always do that so you know which direction is which. So when you look at a representation of the Earth, north is always on the top and south is always on the bottom. So the top is the northern hemisphere and then there's the southern hemisphere. And we live in the northern hemisphere in North America. So this little pin that's supposed to represent us. That's us. So if northern is up on a map, or when you're looking at the globe, let's all put one hand up and say north. North. And put one hand down and say south. South. Excellent. So our last lesson we learned about pathways. Who remembers what a pathway is? Pathways. We talked about pathways. Yes?
Something straight.
Yeah, it could be like the shape you're walking, the sidewalk you're walking on, what direction. When we're talking about day and night, and we're talking about pathways, we were talking about the curve, because we rotate and orbit in a pathway. Yes?
Oh, it was like that. Remember last time we had it, and then there was only like a partner apart.
Yes, we practiced pathways. So a pathway is a line through space. So everybody give me a curvy pathway with your finger. A curvy pathway. Very good. Now everybody give me one curve with your finger. One. Yes, one curve. Who remembers what an axial movement is? An axial movement, sir, is what?
Turns the X. Oh no, no, it turns the pen pickaxe.
Axial movement. When we're talking about...
Wait, like hopping, spinning around?
Yes, but tell me what's special about an axial movement? What am I doing or not doing with an axial movement?
You're moving when you're...
I'm moving? Is this an axial movement?
No.
What?
You're rotating.
What's an axial movement?
You're moving in place.
Whoop. Say that a little louder.
You're moving in place.
In place. An axial movement. My body would be the axis, and I can turn or kick. All of our warm-ups were axial movements. We stayed in one spot. Axial movement. So let's all practice a few. Let's stand up.
Oh, yes.
All right, who can give me an axial movement? We'll all do it. Sir, what's an axial? Wiggle. Everybody wiggle. Axial movement. Who has one? Yes. Stretch. Everybody stretch. Axial movement. Who's got one? Sir, show me. Oh, prance. Yeah, that's good. Everybody do that. One more. Who's got an axial movement? Axial movement. Spin. One turn. Woo. Okay, now because we're talking about the earth revolving and rotating, which direction does it rotate, the earth? Which direction? Left or counterclockwise? So everybody point to your left shoulder. Make one turn that direction. Turn to your left. Turn to your left. This is your left shoulder. Point to your left shoulder and turn to your left. There you go. Let's all do that again. Point to your left shoulder. Make one full turn to your left, counterclockwise. This is your left shoulder. Turn towards it. There you go. Good. I want to make sure everybody understands counterclockwise. If you're standing on the face of a clock and you're looking at the 12, one would be here, 2, 3, 4. We're going counter, opposite, the way a clock would go. Towards your left. One circle to your left. Everybody do it. Go. To your left. Everybody go in the correct way? Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to do pathways and axial movements. Right now, I'm just going to give you a beat. I'm just going to give a beat on my legs. I would like you, please wait. I'm doing the beat, not you. I would like you to walk on the beat, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and walk in a curvy pathway, any direction here. And walk 1 and 2, 1 and 2, a curvy pathway. And freeze. I did not refresh your memory. There's no talking when we do our warm-ups. Can you stand up, please, sir? And you don't want to touch anybody else, of course, too. So everybody stop. Everyone face the whiteboard. Give me one counterclockwise rotation to your left. Face the whiteboard.
Yay.
Did I see everybody do it?
Yes.
Cool. And now I want you to raise your right hand, lower your left, and give me a tilt, like the axis on the earth.
Cool.
See everybody's tilt? Very good. Hands down, and I want to see you sway back and forth. Back and forth. Tilt or sway. All right. Let's all have a seat for a moment. So things we know. The earth rotates on what? On its axis. It rotates what direction? Left or counterclockwise. You guys, can you not touch each other? Maybe move away. Thank you so much. That'll help me. So it rotates counterclockwise. It has an axis, and it is what?
Tilted.
Tilted. Very good. Does the Earth stay in one place all the time? No. If the Earth stayed in one place, if it did, the length of day and night would stay exactly the same. It would always be the same, and it would always be the same season all year round. That'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? The Earth travels around the sun in a slight oval pathway. Remember, a pathway is a line through space? And we call that orbit. The Earth orbits the sun in a slight oval pathway. So take your finger and draw an oval pathway around your head, as if your head was the sun and your finger was the Earth. All right, so I'm going to add orbit to your list here. The path of an object as it circles around another object in outer space. Orbit. Let's all read this together. Orbit. The path of an object as it circles around another object in outer space. So we're talking about our Earth orbiting around the sun. That's what we're talking about in particular. So it does this constantly. We talked about constant last time. Constant means what? What's constant? The Earth orbits constantly. What does it mean? Always happening. It never stops along the way and takes a break, right? It's constant. Constant.